Like something from outer space.
He said he was.
That's on, I do got one.
How are y'all?
Who's in there?
Nobody.
Rather than that.
Right behind the camera.
No, I know. I wasn't thinking. I'm trying to get hold of the set.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
Good,
Two
good.
things, she had up, but ain't one of them. That's right.
Hold on. We were waiting for Seth. I've just tried to call him. He's not on.
Brent, did you want Brandon's house?
Well, you got it.
I mean, I can, they're gonna be on the screen too, except for the
I'm not.
agenda.
Miss Forward.
All right. Then. It's,
Miss Forward. There are copies up there.
Good for you.
Thank you very much.
$5. Anything else?
Did you get one of our things?
I'll probably do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
We can start. You got John.
No, Josh is not on
No, he said he's caught up at work. Someone said call him.
Oh, okay. All right. I need a hammer. No, I don't. Oh, that's not right. Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. You will notice one of our committee members is missing, but it doesn't make any difference because we've still got a quorum. There's two of us. So, welcome to this Public Works Committee meeting. Before I start, we've got a lot of things to go through. We've got a lot of reports we want to hear. So, there will be no questions from the public at this time. With that, I'm going to ask the city manager, if you can, to go through the agenda.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chair. Purpose of this meeting today is just to kind of update you on things that have been happening pretty much throughout the year and some things recently. So I've asked the personnel that's directly involved to be here to assist in providing you that information. And we're going to start out with the buildings and grounds. And Matt Eller, if you would come up and give them an update on the City Hall chiller, the police department roof, and then any other general comments you may have.
As far as the chiller goes, the one that cools the auditorium is being replaced. That's about 13 weeks out, so that'll be getting a new chiller. As far as the roof goes, put a brand new roof on PD, and we'll be doing the final inspection on that today. So hopefully that's good. There was a mishap that happened with the roof, but all that's good to go now. So that's squared away. No leaks, no nothing. So that's good. That's my two big projects. Obviously getting ready for Christmas and all that. So that's about to be ready to go. Any questions?
Yeah, you say it's going to be finalized today?
Yes, sir.
That roof, does that mean the police station will be fully open? Public access without any building materials around it?
Building materials will be done. There'll be nothing. The only thing that'll be there is the dumpster, and that'll be removed probably next week.
So there's no inhibitions to the public?
No.
No, you're right with that?
So,
You're right with that, Chief? The public can still get in there now?
Well,
no,
renovation.
it's gonna take a few days.
It is?
For the, we have, upcoming renovations.
Oh, okay, inside, because of the damage, okay. Just want to make that clear, that's all.
Stop by and visit, and do a visual and
Budget, thanks. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Brent, can I get Josh's phone number? Or give it to her? him to look for the link that Sabrina just sent, because we had issues with the first link, so she sent a new one. By email.
Okay, while we're doing that, we'll talk about water and sewer line maintenance. While Parker come up, talk about AMI and lead and copper update. Anything else?
Yeah, we'll start with the AMI project, that's the digital, whatever you want to call it, remote read meter system. We have completed 8 routes on that. We're on route 9 now. We're about 900 in the ground, roughly 4,700. So it's going to be a little bit, it's an ongoing project. And lead and copper, Withers and Ravenel, Josh and myself have been working with them. We're waiting on some paperwork from them to get that moving forward. 120 Water is going to do all of our mailing this year. Anything that's unknown doesn't mean you have lead in your system. It just means the EPA and the state require us to do a mailing because it's unknown. They treat it as lead or galvanized copper or whatever. So you'll see those mailings going out very shortly.
Let me just say a couple things on what the AMI is doing. It makes it more efficient for meter reading. Right now, they're starting out with the most difficult time-consuming routes, along with any new development, so that it'll make their reading more efficient. They don't have to travel as far. Right. So that's part of what you're looking at, about roughly a 4 to 5 year project before the entire city is completed.
I understand there's a lot, so we are gonna start with the new developments?
Yes, sir. All your new developments are,
Yeah.
and then we've already taken, I've got 6 complete routes that were already existing in the city that we've taken over to that. 2 of the new subdivisions, Oakmont will be the same way when it starts, and we're working on the other 9th route here in the city. What that does, it comes off our meter readers handheld. We no longer will manually read them. All that data goes directly to finance. So they'll pull it, whatever day they do billing, they'll pull it in and put it out of the system, put it in time.
I know from experience it's more efficient.
Yes, sir.
Much more efficient, and you get much more of a correct bill rather than adding this and taking away. So people will feel the benefit.
Yes, and it reports in once a day, and what it does is they can run a report if you have a leak. They can actually tell you how many gallons you use per hour.
I've had that experience, where there was a leak and someone was notified that they had that leak.
Yes, sir. Same thing.
Thank you. Anything? Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll now move to hopefully going on to the wastewater treatment plant. We've had several good things going on there. Of course, the most important thing is sewage gets treated and nobody has to worry about it. And these are the gentlemen that take care of that. So, an opportunity to talk about what's been going on.
Everybody doing?
Good.
Good. Those that don't know me, my name is Antoine Lewis. I'm the superintendent of the St. Boxer Wastewater Treatment Facility. This is Officer Davis, he's my chief operator. So basically, the city of Boxer undertook a $10 million rehabilitation project to address aging infrastructure and improve operation performance at its wastewater treatment plant. Key components target for the upgrade included a RAS pump station, traveling bridge filters, blowers, SCADA controls. The primary objective was to enhance the plant's reliability, redundancy, and resiliency. Some of these key improvements were to replace the outdated duplex pump station with a modern submergible setup, increasing efficiency and reducing maintenance demand. We also rehabilitated the triplex RAS station with extensive concrete repairs and new submergible pumps. We installed 2 disc filters fed by a distribution box, significantly improving tertiary filtration capabilities. We also added a new aerobic digester blowers designed for energy efficiency and consistent performance, housed in a sound dampening enclosure. the next slide, if you don't mind. I'll let Austin talk about it.
That one?
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Wastewater plant has two RAS pump stations, which is return activated sludge. A duplex submersible pump station was added. That's what this is. It was replaced on the triplex submersible pump station serving, we have 3 clarifiers. The duplex serves clarifier 1 and 2. The triplex serves clarifiers 2 and 3. Return activated sludge system recycles activated sludge from the secondary clarifiers back to the beginning of the plant to the oxidation ditches. This process maintains sludge blanket levels and ensures continuous supply of microorganisms to treat incoming wastewater. The rehabilitation of both systems has improved reliability and maintenance requirements.
See, if you want to go to the next slide, this is just a before and after the old station versus what we have next. So,
That is right.
that's correct, yes, ma'am. All right, so we're gonna move a little bit longer. So the next topic I'm gonna talk about is the the aerobic digestive blowers. The newly installed digestive blowers provide a continuous flow of air to maintain aerobic conditions within the digester. These conditions are essential for microorganisms to break down organic solids into carbon dioxide, water, and stabilize fluids. The blowers are energy efficient and enclosed in sound dampening housings to minimize noise when maintaining high performance. We have 3 of these blowers, 2 duty blowers, and 1 of them standby. So if you want to go to these next 2 slides, it'll show. All right, so that's just a pickup. Actually, them pouring the concrete slab for the new blowers, and the next one following behind that will be a photo of those new blowers once they were installed. Like I said, these are definitely nicer blowers. Like I said, energy efficient, and cuts down on a lot of the noise we have.
We also redid our filter system, which is at the end of the treatment process. The disc filtration system operates continuously to remove suspended solids from secondary treated effluent. This treatment system step reduces total suspended solids and enhances the effectiveness of ultraviolet disinfection prior to discharge. The installation of new disc filters and associated piping was significantly improved for overall plant performance. This upgrade addressed the long-standing bottleneck in our treatment process.
In this photo, you can see this is one of the old traveling bridge filters. The workers in there clearing that out to get prepared for the new filtration system. Roll to the next slide. And this is what we have next. A lot nicer unit, really efficient, and works really well.
Inside each of those is a filter in
Absolutely.
itself.
Yes, it's a in-house unit. It's what they call is cloth disc filters, and they're probably about 25. How many sales? 25 sales. If you can just imagine like it's like a piece of fabric that the water flows through, and it's a drum operation. The water flows through these that fabric, and all of the media, particulates are getting caught on those discs.
How often does that have to be changed?
Disc,
Yeah.
we don't know yet. Just talking to others that has had those, once every 5 years. Minimum. But we do clean them monthly. Yeah, so they have to definitely be cleaned monthly, chemically cleaned once a month.
They do backwash on their own and clean on their own intermittent.
Yeah. All right, so moving along, last thing, upgraded the SCADA system. The upgraded SCADA system enables real-time monitoring of plant operations. Operators now have enhanced access to system control, lots of data, and improving responsiveness, especially during emergency or off hours. And as you can see here, this is a photo of our new SCADA system, what we have. A lot more data. We can do a lot more with what we have now. And I guess,
You can get that from your house, correct?
absolutely, yes, we can actually, all of the operators on call can actually, they have their own personal login, where they can log in, make adjustments if needed. This will actually send out alarms, call out. They can open and close some valves, not all of them, but we have a lot that we can actually do with this. It's really well, we can get it anywhere. We can log onto this system from any computer, laptop, phone device, anything we can see what's going on in the plant all the time.
It's well worth it.
That doesn't mean they're working from home. It just
No,
means-
I know, but it means it's well worth it.
Yeah, oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, we just want to appreciate what you do. I mean, a lot of, all this stuff is, the general public doesn't normally see what goes on. They don't know where the money's being spent. They just see money being spent, but this is an expensive operation. And we want to thank you very much, you guys.
Oh, thank you.
For
Yeah,
keeping
appreciate
the
it.
clean water and they're safe, you know. Thank you.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
You want to talk a minute about
Oh,
that,
you
can clarify?
Yeah, I'll set up all that, that's all. But yeah, we do have, plans to rehab both clarifiers, number 1 and 2, soon. And these clarifiers are pretty old. They were, number one clarifier being constructed, I think, it's around 1970, so it's about 50 years old.
All right.
And we do have plans for
Good.
yeah, rehabbing those 2 as well. Yeah.
Thank you. Scotty? Yeah.
Thank you for your,
Thank you.
for your work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Add to that, that's gonna be roughly $3.3 million project.
Right, for the clear, yeah.
It's gonna be necessary, because like they said, it's 50 years old.
Yeah, right.
And then in the future, we'll have to work with our ultraviolet project. That will be another $1 million project. What that does is, before they discharge it,
Yeah.
it kills all the microbes and
That's
all
right,
that.
yeah.
So, that's roughly about the same age as well. And it's getting, some of these things is getting difficult to get parts and things for, so that's why it's incumbent on us to do that now, before it really becomes even a bigger issue than it already is. So we got several things left that we're doing, just to rehab what we got.
Kudos to them for keeping it up and running. Something they have done. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So we have Josh.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Josh is on there. And he should be on there.
I don't see him.
You need to join that.
I already joined. She put me in the meeting. She already let me in.
No, I'm just gonna call.
I hear some.
Here you see it. On your microphone.
Better come up,
We've got an IT specialist there.
Start charging the city.
we need one.
We got one, Scotty.
How much y'all pay?
Josh, are you still here?
All right.
Okay, can you hear everything?
Yes.
I can hear you. Cindy, can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you.
Sorry about this, folks. Technology.
I'm getting too old for technology. You're on now, Josh.
I can hear you in my office. Can you hear what they're saying downstairs?
I can hear him now.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
and share the screen.
You can share the screen, Josh, my laptop is moving so slow. But I'm trying to get it up. Wait, there it comes. Okay, I've got it up, Josh. It finally opened.
problem here. It's a lot of information to absorb all at once. Scott, have you got anything you'd like to ask? I think we've got some of these handouts, maybe some of the public would like some of these handouts.
I've got a couple.
We've got a couple there, so that they can understand what he was talking about when it comes to some of these projects that we're going in and some of where we're getting some of the money from and where we're not getting some of the money from. But where it needs to come from, we need to do this.
The purpose of these projects is you've got, you got some deteriorating infrastructure and it's allowing, basically stormwater to come in and basically you're treating water that you're not charging for. So that is part of our overall infrastructure plan is to deal with deteriorating lines, also look for where water's getting in. We wanted to show you that we started that process and we're going to continue to drill down until we identify the sources, whether it's manholes that either have deteriorated or below essentially the creek when it floods, or where we have illicit connections into the system, that we want to try to find all those things. So now you're not going to ever catch it all, but we clearly got some things that we need to do to make sure that we get that down as low as possible. Because you don't want to add that type of unnecessary water into plant. You want to get water that you're actually treating, that you're selling, I should say. Treating.
Thank you.
All right, then I just want to kind of give you a little bit of update from the street side. I know the big question is, when are we going to hire a public works director? Right now, I am evaluating the department. Myself, along with some assistance from Chief Cottrell. We want to take this opportunity to look at the staff as a whole. I think it's been communicated to them that there wasn't the opportunity for them to advance themselves, and we conveyed to them that there's that opportunity, but we need to assess their skills and abilities. Also, just looking at the interaction with the entire department and help determine what the ultimate candidate will be when we hire a director. Also looking at as part of the overall budget process, we'll be starting the budget process with the department heads within the next month. So we'll be actually getting an earlier start on that. So that's what we're doing right now, is to do an evaluation, and then ultimately we will hire that and fill that position. Well, do you have any questions regarding that?
No, I just, I am Commissioner. Just make sure that people are aware that it's been, supervised well. And,
It is. And if you
and it's running as smooth as it can at the moment.
If you got something you feel's not being done, then you can communicate with me and we'll deal with it.
All right.
Just kind of, most recently did our solid waste collection report, so I thought you might just find these numbers interesting. We collected over the fiscal year, 12-month period, 6,215 tons of garbage. We recycled 792 tons and collected 753 tons of yard waste. So when you see everybody out there collecting a lot of stuff, and so I thought, doesn't seem like a lot when you put little grass clippings out there or some leaves there, but when you start magnifying across the city, and that leaf collection, I'll go ahead and just mention that. Yeah, it's a 5-day-a-week operation. We've got the city broken up into 5 sections. So our intent is to make sure that at least once a week the leaves get picked up in your area. Now, having said that, it's very possible that if we get a lot out there one time, it can take a little longer to do, but that's our intent, to make sure we hit it
just say something about that?
It's your meeting.
I just want to make it public out there, and hopefully this is going to go out to the public. When people break their leaves up, please do not put them in the gutter, because they get down the drainage system and it blocks our drainage system up, and it causes all sorts of problems. I'm just going to ask people, please leave it on the grass area, and they will be picked up, not in the gutter, so they get in the wastewater system. Tremendous problems.
Other questions? All right, then I'll just continue on. As far as the city in terms of decorating the town, if you noticed, we did upgrade our lights on the trees to LED lights, which will make them more efficient. It also gives us the ability, I'm sure that you've already seen, to change colors. Most recently, we've done that in honor of Breast Cancer Month. In November, it'll be green in honor of veterans, and then for various things that y'all choose to want to recognize with us. So it gives you more options to communicate things to the city via lights. So that's and then after Veterans Day, we'll start the, of course, decorations for Christmas, and have that ready in time for the Christmas day. Just a couple things I want to touch on regarding stormwater. I know most recently there was discussion out there. I caught the property by Revlon. We will be doing some work out there. Part of it will be city crews. We anticipate that happening in the next 4 to 6 weeks. And you won't be able to see it because it's going to be on the further end. The end closest to the street that leads you to the deal, okay, that is a wetland area, and so we got to get permits for that, and that's going to take some time to do. But once we get the permits, we'll go in there and we'll clean out the channel and all that water will be running through. But in the meantime, we can do some things to help get that picture. We currently have, he's looking into our overall stormwater plan and our evaluation of the system. So we anticipate sometime next year getting those reports in, and we'll be communicating more back with you. And then finally, on our project at Oxford Park, we have 2 sets of engineers, one trying to work together with Oxford Park Development along with the city to be able to manage that. Those are still ongoing, but anticipate at some point in spring being able to. Otherwise, the street department is going to continue to do business as usual with a lot of things going on. The whole public works, especially during the holiday season, is very busy. Holidays, leaves, and everything else. Certainly, if you have anything we need to address, you can let me know and we'll address it.
Well, it's always, not going to say something. You go ahead, Commissioner. You've got something to say.
Other than keep up the good work.
Yeah, keep up the good work.
It looks like our city is continuing to improve, even the parts we don't see. Thank you all. A lot of times, people wonder where the money is going, whether it's our tax dollars or the money that comes into the city government. So I think this was a very good update, explaining some of the infrastructure improvements that we're making in the city. So thank you all for your efforts.
Yeah, reiterate that. Thank you. I know I've seen around town several emergency works have been done with water mains breaking and things like that, so that stops the street maintenance doing their regular work. So that delays anything. I know people are concerned maybe about the condition of the sidewalks or condition of the roads, or we need more street lighting in certain places, but when all these emergencies come up, it delays all that work. And it costs money as well, so there's less money in the budget to I know we allow for a certain amount of emergencies, but I think we've had a few lately with that.
Well, it's like I said, I'll go back to Christmas Eve. we had that line break.
Yeah.
And people did not miss a beat that day, but we had several people out there working on it. So, but the overall expenses, I mean, we're doing a combination of build with infrastructure, preparing for new. That's part of, most of our money spent on development is basically just been involved in engineering and planning. Most of our actual infrastructure expenditures have been on things that are already here, that would have to deal with what's here, whether you had a single new unit or not come in. So wanted to make sure that I can understand that we're really been addressing things right now that have been in the ground for over 100 years.
Well, that's right, yeah. And it's, I know we had that big power outage, didn't we, a little while ago, around the state, around this part of the state. And our generators, our emergency generators weren't up to scratch, were they? Really?
Well,
So
we've been.
they got to be replaced.
Well, and that's been part of our capital improvement plan,
Yeah.
and we were ironically assessing that when that
Yeah.
happens. You know, it never fails, it's gonna happen when
Yeah,
you're.
when you
trying to
assess
do
it,
something.
yeah, all right. So, any, see? I want to thank everybody then for coming. I mean, I've taken up a lot of your time. Get back to work. Thank you very much. It's been an interesting update on what is going around in the city, and I say a lot of times you don't see this. It's not out in the public. It's all done under the carpet sort of thing, you know. You don't always see what's going on, where the money's being spent, but it is being spent very wisely. That's all right.
Well, I wouldn't say it's under the carpet, I would just say we're just doing business as usual, and that's pretty much how the staff
Yeah.
works. They just come in and do their daily thing, and,
Yeah.
you know, and not necessarily looking for fanfare.
Yeah, that's right. But it's not out in the public open. I should have said that rather than under government, shouldn't I? I misquote. I'm an idiot, so. With that, thank you very much, and meeting's closed. Thank you. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.